Good afternoon, everybody. I want to welcome you to the winter snowshoeing re-recording. We had the meeting on November 13th, but we needed to add in a few more slides to let you know some more details about winter sports with snowshoeing. My name is Erica Christensen, and I am the Central Competition Director at Special Olympics Pennsylvania, and I would like to welcome you to the snowshoeing webinar. Today's agenda, we'll be talking about some updates, some preseason reminders, and then the state competitions. For the updates, we want to let you know that as you have well-known and use often, we have the sports offered page where you will find all the information about winter sports, such as alpine skiing, snowboarding, snowshoeing, speed skating, figure skating, and speed skating. On this page, you'll also find the seasonal signups, and the seasonal signup is such a great resource for you because there's extra additional things that you should be taking a look at, such as walking clubs and other different sports that you can offer that aren't just for competitions, but for seasonal events with your regions. The rule change from Special Olympics International is that there will be an additional 4x50-meter relay race. Each zone will be 10-meter in length and clearly marked. And in addition, SOPA will have multi-team relays. This will be teams that will be preferred by your regions. You must participate and practice appropriate legs and practice together 2 to 3 times before your competition. And you must register as this team prior to competition in order to receive your awards. So for snowshoes, we highly recommend Crescent Moon snowshoes. I actually love these snowshoes. I have 2 snowshoes and they're much older and big, and these Crescent Moon snowshoes are fantastic, lightweight, easy to run in, and obviously very affordable. For your attire, you must have 3 layers. The first layer is against your body. This means that you would have to have thin linear socks, long underwear, and then some wicking material such as a polypropylene shirt. For the second layer, you must wear wool socks, polar fleece pants or long underwear, polar fleece tops or wool sweaters, and lightweight gloves. For your final layer, this is for your outer protection. You must wear wind pants or lightweight ski pants, lightweight jacket, windbreaker, headband, hats, leg ankle gaiters, neck gaiters, and then mittens over your mittens. And obviously, no cotton is to be worn because cotton gets wet too easy and it doesn't dry fast enough. For the Special Olympics International Sports Rules and Resources, we have all this great resource for you. If you click on this link here, it'll take you to your coach's guide, fact sheets, all the rule changes that I just spoke about. And then if you need more resources, make sure you click on the Snowshoe Resources link right here, and it'll take you to all the great resources you need for this sport. Most of you know that we are running sports management teams, SMTs, and we've just gotten them up running this year. And I want you to know that Tom Marine is your sport director for Snowshoe, and Jesse Merkel will be our SOPA representative for the sports management team. If you'd like more information about a sports management team for a Snowshoe, please click on this link, which will take you to Jesse Merkel's email, and she'll be able to give you all the information about this sports management team. Some preseason reminders. As you know, our season for winter right here lays it all out for you. It's from December 1st to March 2nd. Most importantly is the eligibility deadline, which is December 20th. Sports season prep. This is your winter calendar, which is on our website right now. It's all detailed for winter games and indoor winter games. It will give you all the details and the dates that everything that is due from you. So please make sure you click on this link and go to our website. It's fully detailed, and you can't miss anything with this calendar. And again, I'll be bringing it up several more times. The eligibility deadline is December 20th. I know it seems kind of funny to talk about air quality with snowshoeing since you're outside, but as you all know, New York and Pennsylvania has had some wildfires, and we just want to bring to your attention that you must make sure that you are privy to the unhealthy zone of 151 or above. If you have any questions about the air quality levels, please use this great resource, which is airnow.gov, and then you can also use this air quality guide documents as an overall reference. For eligibility and volunteer eligibility and with athletes, athletes are required to have a medical on file with their doctor's signature, and this is valid for 3 years. You can save it underneath the attachments on your person's profile page. And then for Class A volunteer, they must have their background check and have the results on file. This is valid for 5 years. The general orientation is valid for your entire life, and that's put underneath the training area on your profile page. Protective behaviors and concussion training are all valid for 3 years. All coaches will check the trackers and make sure that your athletes and volunteers have completed this eligibility requirement. Now, volunteers who cannot supervise athletes and volunteers, that is the unified partner and the general volunteer. General volunteers are people who assist occasionally at local training sites and limited contact with the athletes. They do not supervise. They can chaperone or travel with the team to competitions. These individuals who are only able to attend few practices and want to better understand SOPA before becoming more involved, you're required to complete the volunteer application. For unified partner, this is a unified partner who trains and competes alongside the athlete. You are required to have a volunteer application, background clearance, protective behaviors training, and general orientation and health history form. Head coaches are to expect and to enforce these classifications on your volunteers. So for volunteers who can supervise athletes and volunteers, these are your head coaches, assistant coaches, chaperones, and training site volunteers. Athletes as coach. This is a great way for athletes to participate more than just being in the sport. They can provide they can be a part of this by going ahead and reaching out to this link here with Jordan Schubert, who is our colleague, and he'll be able to help you with anything with athletes on coaches. You must fill out the request form, and you must be approved before you can become an athlete as coach. If you want to get more information and are interested, you can click on this link for Athlete as Coach webinar. Our colleagues Jennifer Tresp and Jordan Schubert were able to create this wonderful webinar with great resources for you. So coaching requirements. For team sports, you must have at least one certified coach per team. And for individual sports and individual skills, you must have at least one certified coach per 25 athletes. For team sports age grouping, the team sports for winter is floor hockey and floorball. If you want to get all the guidelines for the resources, you click onto this link right here, and then you must know that the exemption requests needed to be submitted every year. Even if it was approved last year, you must resubmit. And again, the exemption deadline is Friday, December 20th. If you have any questions, you can reach out to our colleagues, Michelle Boone, but there's also this great video that you can click on right here that will give you more information and more details about team age grouping. So we're trying to do an overhaul with our communication here at Special Olympics Pennsylvania. Right now, we are getting things rolled out, but we will be starting this new system in spring. So for winter season, All participants who have qualified for statewide competition will get a welcome to Winter Games or a welcome to Indoor Winter Games email highlighting important information, updates, and features about the games. We will also be utilizing text messaging, which what we did for Summer Games and for Fall Festival, and it worked really well and was well received. So if you go ahead and write down this number, make sure you keep it into your phone, and no, do not get rid of it. Make sure you keep it because we will be using this to promote everything about the statewide events. So head coach communication reminders. Please be sure that you are communicating with all your assistant coaches into the season and during the season, especially all new coaches. Please be sure that you are using the most up-to-date and contact information for your athletes and their guardians so they can be found in their trackers. Just a friendly reminder that qualifying for Indoor Winter Games will just be for bowling. You won't have to qualify for any other winter sports. Winter allocations, as I told you before, we will have bowling as the qualifier, and our allocations will be submitted with the numbers by early January so that we can wait for all the regional bowling registrations to be done. Early January is when you will be getting the allocations. Just a reminder, you all have been in the portal, but the new portal, this is what the first page looks like. As a volunteer or a new volunteer, you can log in into the portal, make sure that you get everything checked in, especially eligibility requirements. Any volunteers who have not logged into the new portal must support anything with their profile. They must reach to the portal, and here's the link to the portal. Any new volunteers must register through the portal, and they can click on Do More with Special Olympics to sign up for the role of their choice. And lastly, the portal coaches training. You can sign up for snowshoeing. The next one will be November 23rd. And so if you want to sign up for snowshoeing virtual training, please click on the portal, go to the training school registration, and then you will go there and click on which training school you want to attend, and then make sure you reach out to your regional sport director if you have any in-person trainings that you want to schedule in your region. For the tracker updates, I'll be going through a little bit for you so that you know, but most importantly, we put in athlete performance training, the APT. That's the new update on your tracker, and I will show you a short video shortly about the new APT. Charlotte Stein put together this great video, and I'm going to share it with you right now.
Thank you for your interest in athlete performance training. To learn more about Special Olympics Pennsylvania's athlete performance training program, head to our website under Beyond Sports and click on Fitness Programs. There you will scroll down and learn more about athlete performance training on the left by clicking on Learn More. Athlete performance training is Special Olympics Pennsylvania's in-season fitness program. Health education and fitness are embedded into the sports practices. Coaches provide health education each week, and athletes are encouraged to participate in at-home fitness, which is provided as a program in the athlete performance training materials. Athletes are encouraged to exercise at home and change health habits based on the health education. Athlete performance training can happen anywhere on the playing field, a soccer field, a bowling alley, or even a swimming pool. To register your team for athlete performance training, you will scroll down on the website under If You're a Coach, watch the training video first, and then complete the registration form. Once the registration form is completed, materials will be mailed to you, and you can use the APT tracker provided in your team's roster.
When you visit your team's roster and go to the Instructions tab, if you scroll down, you'll see instructions for entering your athlete performance training fitness evaluation results. These instructions will lead you to the tab labeled APT Tracker, which is going to be present in all rosters starting in winter 2025. On the left, you can enter data for the preseason fitness evaluation, and on the right, you can enter your results for your postseason fitness evaluation. And if you keep scrolling to the right, you'll see some auto-filled results that show the impact for each individual athlete that this program has had. Thank you again for your commitment to your athletes. We've seen really promising results in the early stages of athlete performance training. You can see that 95% of athletes who participate in APT either maintained or improved their distance recorded in the 6-minute run walk test, and 92% improved their blood pressure or maintained their blood pressure, and 89% improved or maintained their BMI after participating in APT. So the impact is measurable for the health of our athletes, and your commitment is what makes a difference for your athletes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Charla. And on to state competition. As a reminder, we really would like to get your help in creating the SOPA competition calendar. With this, we would like to create a full comprehensive listing and dates of these sporting events from your regions to go along with our state and sectional events as well. This will allow all of us to be on the same page, knowing when we're planning sectional events and when you're planning a regional event as well. That way we can have more opportunities for the athletes to go ahead and compete in all different types of events throughout the year as a part of Special Olympics. If you would like to add on some of your events and want to let us know, please click on this link for the submission form and make sure that you have the dates and what the events are. Please also work with your regional sport director as well when planning these events. Finally, the last winter event reminders are Winter Games will be held at Seven Springs Resort, February 11th through the 13th. And then indoor Winter Games will be held throughout York, and it will be held March 1st through the 2nd. More detailed information about Winter Games. It will be at Seven Springs Resort, which we all love. And as you can see, there's lots of snow in these photos, and we're looking forward to more snow this year. The registration information will be sent out very soon. It'll be sent out December 13th. The LOIs will be due January 9th. And then the registration will be due the 21st of January, and scratch and activation will be due February 4th. For indoor Winter Games, as I said, it'll be throughout the various locations of York, Pennsylvania, and the registration information will be sent out. It says here January 3rd. My goal is to send it out a little bit earlier so that you all have more information sooner rather than right after the holidays. Registration will be due February 6th, and then scratch and activation will be due February 20th. And this is just a reminder that we have 2 more preseason webinar coaches meetings. The next one will be this evening for bowling at 7 p.m. And then Wednesday, figure skating and speed skating at 7 p.m. The registration links are right here for you to click on to join these meetings. I want to thank you all for watching the recorded video of the webinar for Snowshoe, and we look forward to seeing you very, very soon at Seven Springs.